Hey, and welcome to Coffee, 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 your place for average Joe coffee reviews. Today's coffee maker took the coffee beans right from a farmer.
So today we are reviewing Members Mark Donut Shop coffee. Sorry, I was getting all stuck in my throat.
Tongue-tied.
I was. So Members Mark is Sam's brand, Sam's Club brand. I guess it's slightly different than Sam's Choice.
Right. You don't typically buy things that are Sam's Choice at Sam's Club.
You used to. I'm pretty sure. I feel like this is true. When I was a kid, you would get Sam's Choice, like cola and stuff like that, at Sam's Club.
Right.
But now it's Members Mark. And
Probably
you get Sam's Choice at Walmart.
Yeah. Probably before they created the Members Mark thing.
Maybe. Yeah. I could be totally wrong, too.
Yeah.
It seems to me that Sam's Club used to have a bunch of off-brand stuff. Like, in my memory, it was like all off-brand stuff. It was all Members Mark or Sam's Choice stuff. But nowadays, it's mostly just name brand. Very little.
We never went there when I was a kid.
We had a big family. Well, actually, you guys had a lot
bigger family.
Yeah.
Sam's Club is a warehouse grocery store.
People might not know that. Yeah.
Like if they're in another country, they might not know what is a Sam's Club.
Maybe you should show a picture of what they look like. Right. I love Sam's.
But it's kind of smaller than a Walmart.
Yeah.
Big one.
Well, but I don't know. There's something about walking into a Sam's Club. I just feel comforted. I don't know. It's just nice.
You have to be a member.
Well, no, it's not like being snobbish.
We are not members.
It's just like there's just so much abundance there. I think that's true. What I find comforting.
Yeah.
It's like, this is so cool.
Do you need 48 rolls of paper towels? They're right here as you walk in next to the barbecue grills that you buy 4 at a time.
Yeah. So anyway, Donut Shop coffee. We got this bag, well, for free, technically. It was gifted to us by my aunt.
Who buys a lot of things at Sam's.
Yes, she does.
Do you need a large tray of ready-made biscuits? This, you can't even see. Look.
It is that big.
This big. It's got like 60 biscuits on the tray.
Anyway.
She'll get them for you.
Yeah. She gave us this bag of coffee. And so we had it in Georgia. That's where I'm from originally. We were up there for a funeral, unfortunately. But while we were there, we were given this coffee. And when we were drinking it up there, my family has a well, right? So I thought it's the well water that's making it taste this certain way. I did not like it at all in Georgia.
Right. And to give you some connection with it, our other option was Maxwell House.
And I preferred Maxwell House. I did. So, I mean, that tells you something.
Where are we?
But then, So then we brought this back home because, I'm a cheapskate. I'm not going to throw out coffee. I'm going to, drink it. I'm going to power through. And so then we got home and we started making it in the coffee maker, right? We like the drip coffee maker.
We bought a new one that I have not yet broken the carafe on.
Right. And it was good. I liked it. And then you just made it in the French press. And I dislike this coffee.
Could it be the difference in the French press and the coffee maker?
I don't know, because I was trying to remember, have we at all made it in the French press while we were down here? And I feel like the answer is yes.
Yeah. So now that she's basically told you how she feels about this, you could check out our Maxwell House review.
No, I mean...
This does not taste like wet cardboard that got urinated on and then dried out and then wet on again.
No. But and as I'm drinking it more, it's like I'm getting used to the flavor, and so it's not so offensive. But in the beginning,
except for they stole it from a farmer.
Okay, you got to tell people what you're talking about. It's Farmer Direct Verified, which apparently they have some sort of system that like to track all the beans that they get.
Right.
So to say that they do know exactly the farm that it's coming from and that it's ethically sourced. Although that's kind of one of those, I feel like that's one of those kind of squishy words, ethically sourced.
Ethically for which culture?
Right. What? And I mean, and I feel like, everybody's going to have their own definition for that. So anyway, so I feel like it's one of those things, a company can put that on the bag and really, does it mean anything? I don't know that it truly does, but, but at least they
probably
seem
created
to care.
the logo. Yeah, they at least want us to think that they care.
Right. And
That's better than
that
someone
counts for something, right?
who does not want you to think that they care, who thinks that you don't matter.
Right. So
they're not Jeffrey Dahmer.
Anyway, like, so I was trying to think, what is that flavor that I first tasted that I don't really taste anymore? And to me, it's almost like, you know how, here's what I'm thinking. You know how when you leave coffee in the coffee pot and it just sits there on the burner for a while, and it's got this kind of a burnt lonely taste. No, like kind of like burnt or caramelly syrupy, but not in a good way. That's kind of what I tasted when I first tasted this coffee.
Well, one of their notes says hints of sweet caramel. So perhaps you are tasting that sweet caramel, but it's just not a caramel you like.
Right. Yeah.
And the toasted almonds. That's
burnt. I also hate I don't hate almonds, but
caramel. See?
Yeah. I don't
toasted
like
caramel, burnt almonds. And if you smell burnt almonds, you may be having a stroke.
I think so. So.
Or have gangrene.
That's something different.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's hard for me to really say. I mean, this coffee is super cheap. Did we already talk about how cheap it is?
No.
I mean,
No.
$10 for this bag, which is 40 ounces, which that's a lot of coffee. It's like $4 something a pound if you do the multiplication out.
Yep.
So that's
1.13
kilograms. So
cheap.
It's really cheap.
Yeah, because if you're talking about $4 a pound and you're talking about a 12-ounce bag, which is what you normally get, you're looking more at like $3 for a brand new bag of coffee straight from a farmer.
Yeah,
to your door. Sam's Club says we are watching these beans from when they come off of the plant. The tree. You're watching a coffee review channel.
The tree
and the little thing, and then they open it up.
Is it a tree or a bush? I don't know.
Coffee
properly
bush.
Speaking. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably depends on what dialect. They're watching it. It goes from them into the farmer's hands in the bag and then across on a boat, probably because it's coming from Central America and South America. So it probably came on a boat. And then it arrives at the facility and then they roast it. And then it comes to your house and then they watch you through your cell phone camera drinking it. And then there's plumbing after that. We'll end it there.
Okay. I don't know what you were talking about, but
they're tracking the beans.
And it's frustrating me because the more I drink this coffee, like the further down the cup I'm getting, I'm liking it more and more. But I'm telling you, that first sip was not good. Which I know we had just had a previous another cup of coffee, a different kind of cup of coffee.
Saying we did 2 reviews in a row.
I am saying that,
okay.
but it did remind me of those times where we had it in Georgia. So what I'm saying is, based on that experience, I feel like I think it shows just how important the water is, you know, and how things can be affected. Like what you had right before a cup of coffee can really affect the taste of it.
Right.
And I think we've said this before, but I think even if you don't like it at first sip, it is good to keep drinking it all the way down, and you may find that you like it. But still,
on that, most coffee bags will say for best flavor, start with filtered water,
which we do not do.
Right.
I mean, we don't have a coffee. I mean, we have a coffee filter, but not a filter on our water.
Filter water.
Source. Yeah.
Where you take out all the contamonants.
No.
Like the carbon. No. You use
you
carbon.
Don't even know what
you use carbon to take out the poison.
No. Anyway.
City water sometimes has poison in it.
How many donuts would you give this?
For this donut shop coffee? How many donuts are on the bag? Let's count that first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's that. Part of 1, 6. Oh, part of another one, 7, 8, 9. None on the bottom.
But how many would you give it?
No, not 9.
No.
At least 3.
I was going to go with 2.5. I mean, and I felt like it really, like, I would maybe go 3 based on just the sips I've been taking.
And the price.
Yeah, the price is really good.
You do have to pay a membership fee
of $100. a year.
Sometimes it's $45 and they give you a $45 gift card.
We should go get our Sam's membership.
I know, but we don't have a deep freezer.
Oh, that's right.
Wouldn't it be funny if we just kind of started on a conversation about the deep freezer
No.
and we forgot that we were recording a coffee review?
I think people would not.
And tell them about that one time when the coffee or the deep freezer got unplugged and we didn't realize it.
Oh,
And then we thought the best thing to do would be to plug it back in after everything had already thawed. Because when it freezes, it'll be easy to just take it out.
that was okay. So if you ever have that happen, so what had happened was the breaker tripped. It wasn't that it got unplugged. The breaker, it was plugged into a GFCI outlet, which you should not do, I guess. And it had tripped because of another little issue with the freezer. And then we had a bunch of deer meat in there. And deer meat, when it was packed at like a little processing, small processing place. And so when that thaws, it leaks, which I know a lot of, even stuff you buy at the store could do that, yeah. But the whole freezer had a lot of meat in it. And so then when it had thawed, it had a bunch of liquid.
Which we didn't really see, I don't think. Seems like it was underneath a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we didn't know that. We saw the top layers like, oh, we should.
Because I would have said, if we refreeze this stuff, that liquid in the bottom is going to turn to a big chunk of ice.
Right.
And I didn't see that.
So then what happened there was it had to get, I can't really remember what we ended up doing. We had to get it all out.
You chunked it all out of there.
We were trying not to smell. Yeah, we were trying not to smell the terrible smell. If memory serves, this is also when the stomach bug had just gone through our house. There was some...
Man. Aren't you guys glad you tuned in for this review of this coffee?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Where I said it would be funny if we talked about the freezer?
Right. Yeah.
I hope it was.
So in the future, if ever your freezer fails, just throw the stuff away. I know what it was. What we should have done, we should have just put all the stuff into trash bags and then refrozen it. Like drain, we could have just drained that blood out. We could have drained all the blood out and then taken it to the landfill.
We should have just taken it to the landfill.
Oh, the meat. But see, that was the thing. We didn't want to transport all that.
That's true. We didn't have a truck or anything.
Yeah, it would have had to been in our car.
I'm sorry. This is the first time I've apologized for the content that has come across in one of these reviews.
We're gonna have to tick that box.
Oh, right. One of the
maybe disturbing reviewers.
It might be disturbing, but if you find yourself in that situation, throw on a KN95 mask and clear out the freezer, and you'll be just fine.
Yeah, there's a drain at the bottom. That was something I did not realize.
Yeah, it would have been clogged up with meat juice.
Ew, I don't think so.
So we did give this a donut rating.
We did.
Right? I said 3.
I said 2.5.
You said 2.5, and we said the price was really, really cheap.
Yeah.
And now that you're drinking it further down the cup, I know someone out there will enjoy that comment.
Mm-hmm.
3 donuts.
3 donuts.
Out of 5.
Yeah.
Sorry. People have asked about this one in the past. Remember Smart Donut Shop coffee?
Mm-hmm.
And we did just have, I don't know which review is going to go out first. I think Good and Gather Donut Shop.
Mm-hmm.
We like that one a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as cheap.
But it's better.
It's
better coffee.
Yeah. So. All right. Good.
Yep.
Well, thanks for joining us for this review and the discussion about our freezer. Until next time.
Keep grinding.